This is rich and rare entertainment. You don't, but I know what the game is. I'm too busy creating Spanglish. Have a seat, you and whomever you hang with. Get ready to laugh, get ready to game, get ready to change things. I'm one call away. Just watch out for the ring. I'm shining now. Watch out for the bling bling. Now you know I do my own thing. The more time.
Okay, a couple of years ago, I made this video called The Problematical of Dragon Ball. Speaking of the problems of Dragon Ball Z, stuff like that. But technically, it could be said by all animes. The power of friendship, all that stuff is the easy way out. Especially in new animes. You know, Eclipso. Get back to me. You know what I mean? I'm just sporting, you know what I mean? But yeah, if you look at it, all these animes have these issues. The issues that Dragon Ball has. They don't have good storytelling. It's not as at first. Now I will say some animes try to trick you because at some point they be trying to act like they have good storytelling, and it evolves into something else. The only person that has great storytelling is not, and you can be decisive on that, because I'm gonna give you guys an example. Sword Art Online started out as a good anime, started out an amazing anime, because at some point instead of working with the creator, they had to do a series without the creator, a series about guns, pretty much. You can either call it good or you can call it bad. You understand that an anime that is good, that's my boy, you say you're a Meshi, and he's still one of my favorite anime characters to this day because the show is so good. You know, I often wonder what could test to be a good anime, and this is the peak. This is peak, real talk. And before I forget, One Piece, it's a great anime, but the stories does not intertwine. But even that has its own issues. Their movies does not tie into their show. None of their movies tie into their show. And that's one of the big issues of anime. The movies don't tie into the show, or the movies. But yeah, that's the issue. And I'm like, why even release it if it's gonna be part of the show or it's gonna be part of a movie? Why even release that then? That don't make any sense to me. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? Movies are episodes of the show. The only one that was tied into the show was Jujutsu Kaisen. Yeah. In Naruto to an extent. But that brings it back to incredible animes, which Naruto has its own issues. But I do have a female friend that does love Naruto in real time. At first his animations wasn't, but then it was. Boruto really made me realize, Boruto made me realize Naruto is very flawed. But that's not Naruto's fault in a way, it's just Boruto's fault. But I realize it's not as flawed as other animes. No, I mean, I get why people love it so much. It's not as flawed as any other anime, but yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy to me because it shouldn't be flawed. It shouldn't be like that. I'm just saying. We should hold them accountable for storytelling. Like we hold the West accountable for their bullshit, but I can tell you that the West is not as bad with their storytelling as everybody believes. I can point out the Teen Titans, not the Teen Titans Go bullshit, but I can pull out Teen Titans. So I can pull out Static Shock. I can pull out Adventure Time. I can pull out a whole bunch of animations. We have so many good animations that we have championed another country to say, you know what, our animation's not that good. So I mean, we should hold them accountable to tell us a grand story. You know what I mean? Because it is what it is. But yeah, I'm gonna tell you, hopefully, this video is not gonna be as long as my Dragon Ball, Problematical of Dragon Ball animes. Dude, the only anime that I know from in the 90s that didn't have this issue was GTO. And it's not a terrible anime, but it's a kind of like comedy anime, which means it's not bad, but it's not subjective. In Rama One Half, Rama One Half was a comedy anime. It was not terrible, but it did not end in the right way. They're fully coolly. Kenshi the Mighty's Disciple. Dead Leaves. Red Line. But before I get out of here, I decided I want to mention one more anime. Mama mentioned Cowboy Bebop. If you just look at this shot, it's beautiful. Where it's gotta be, where it doesn't have to be explained. You know what I mean? It just doesn't. I'm just saying. Real Calypso, sponsor me. Yeah, but yeah. But with that being said, I do remember Dragon Ball had some of the most hype moments ever in anime. I remember when Vegeta and Goku fought 1-on-1 in a real fight. I remember when Cell and Goku fought. I remember thinking when seeing him and Vegeta fight and he held back. I'm like, oh my God, is he that much stronger than Vegeta? Well, I understood why he is. Now I understand why. Now I do understand why Goku does what he does, because he grew up a Saiyan. But but in the same term, Goku doesn't understand. Goku doesn't understand why he does what he does. He is a terrible husband. This is controversial, but he's a terrible husband, a terrible father, stuff like that. He grew up. He basically taught his oldest son how to grow up and be obsessed with the same thing that he's obsessed with. Now, the only difference is with Gohan. Gohan loves his family. He does it for the love of his family and for the love of his friends. I mean, Videl threw her a box on him the first day. Threw it in his face. You know what I mean? But one of the most is Videl versus Smokovich. That is an uncomfortable scene. That's still an uncomfortable fight to this day. I still cannot watch that fight because it is very uncomfortable. Yeah. Put some respect on his name. But yeah. I could definitely see that. Yeah, this is my figure. But yeah, I'm just tell you that for now, all YouTube is doing this stuff that if you don't, you gotta put your age down in order to see certain content. You can't be you can't be this age or that age and stuff like that. I know about that. But does it qualify for everybody? I'm just saying. Does it qualify for everybody or just big channels? I'm just asking the questions here, and yeah, I'm just saying. If you like this video, be sure to like, share, and comment on it. Share it because it helps the channel get more involved. It helps get it out there more. You know what I mean? It helps to get more views. You know what I mean? But I could be here all day talking about anime. I love anime. I love anime. I love everything that represents. But yeah. Anyway, I'm out. Peace.